Welcome to the show, After the Show,
with Reginald!
So, Emma Jean.
Man, Emma Jean, we were watching old videos of you from like year 2.
Yeah, like
when we started investigating this.
Oh my gosh,
I thought we were done.
Back then it seemed like it. And it was such a crazy discovery at the time because it was before all of like the research we had like really done. And so randomly spotting these two postcards because I didn't find it on the internet anywhere. Like I actually spotted like the Emma Jean postcard. And I was so sure when I did that there was going to be an answer out there. And then it just seemed like the more we looked, the more invested we got.
The less of an answer there was.
And then we met Pete Docter.
Right. And then so like, yeah, we actually got an answer for him. It was like, okay, that was an answer, but it so doesn't like answer.
Right.
You
Like
know?
it didn't point to anything. It wasn't like my gosh, you did that. That's amazing.
Yeah,
it was
like, oh, they were friends. You're like, oh, cool. Why does Andy have it?
Right. We should have just sat there all day
I
and
don't
asked
think
more
I
questions.
ever thought we were. That interview they were like, you have 5 minutes, and I was like, okay, number 1 question. I'm here to talk to you about Inside Out. Well, let's talk about this weird Easter egg in Toy Story 3 and up.
We had to know. We had to know.
Yep.
So no, today was crazy though. So I guess the big breakthrough was the little girl in Up.
Right. Well, because I think we were really we weren't even going to talk about Emma Jean until 2 hours ago, and we were just going through Al's backstory, and we found the connection was that little book, the little house.
Right.
And we're like, really, that sounds a lot more like Up. Like that's literally what's happening to the house. And we're like, oh, could those be the same cities? And then you were like, you know what else connects Toy Story and Up? Emma Jean. And I was like, but what could she have to do?
And then we frantically went over to the whiteboard, erased
Yeah.
everything, and started frantically scribbling.
Pretty much.
Lots of frantics.
You know, it sort of was like, oh, here we go, not Emma Jean again. But
I like it.
Oh, me too. I love it. I mean, hey, I didn't expect when I woke up this morning that we were going to get to the bottom of that. Wasn't even on my radar.
No, but very exciting.
Nope. Yeah. Hopefully that is the bottom up, or maybe it's not. Who knows? Maybe we'll
just keep unraveling it.
keep unraveling it.
We can only ever get more information.
The Pixar theory is actually all about Emma Jean. It's just you gotta find the pieces
Right.
across the entire universe.
Emma Jean is Boo.
Emma Jean. Boo is Emma Jean. Yeah. No.
That is not a thing.
That is not a thing. Boo is Mary Gibbs. No.
What was your response to the Andrew Stanton tweet when he
bittersweet.
So it's like with anything, and I know we experience the same thing with J.K. Rowling. It's like we consume content by these people that we look up to in such a huge way.
Right.
And this is the second time we've really gotten the attention of somebody at the absolute source top of the line.
Right.
And it was like, nope.
Complete and utter fake news. I was rationalizing everything in my mind. I'm like, no, he's commenting on the fact that these websites are making news of a fictional story. Like he's calling what they're doing fake news.
Our rationalization that day got pretty fierce.
I know.
I think, and it was so funny because the whole day, this was as the story is actually going viral, which has only happened to us
we were it was the top trending thing on Twitter. I don't think we've never done that on Twitter.
No.
Yeah.
So it's this unbelievable day. I'm on literal cloud 9. I'm just I'm looking at my Twitter feed and checking all of the news stations that have now covered it. And
right. And you're just oh my god, BuzzFeed and Gizmodo and Screen Junkies and Screen Rant and all of these things are just
everywhere was talking about it. And then it was it all came to this screeching, grinding halt.
I know. And it's just my thought on the matter, we kind of touched on it in the video, is just that whether or not it was the actual official backstory, whether, they had their own version at Pixar, is that I absolutely believe that Joe and Mike had lunch and that this is the story he was told. Maybe it's not the official one, but I think this story was told.
No, I completely agree. And if you go back and you're on Patreon, so you have access to the feed most likely. If you watch that interview, we saw this guy get emotional on the spot.
Right, talking about it brings him to tears. And it's not the content of the story, which is already depressing. Andy's dad died of polio when he went upstairs to the attic to get Woody. That's sad. He's tearing up because he's remembering Joe. Right.
You know? The way that he described him, even when Mike wanted to go work at Pixar, and Joe talked him out of it for family reasons. He's like, if you come here, you were going to have late nights, and you were going to leave your family, and it's like,
and I don't want you to do that.
Right, like you can just tell that like his appreciation for this person was to the max.
Right, it really was, and so it's like if he's making it up, it's like a super disrespectful thing to this like dead writer.
I can't
and
believe
I just
it.
can't believe it. I don't. You don't bring yourself to tears like that, like over.
No. And honestly, he was shocked at how big of a story this.
Oh yeah, he was texting me like, "Oh my gosh, are you seeing this?" And I was like, "I am seeing it. Believe you me."
Yeah. Oh man. So. Yeah. I guess in one way or another, it fits perfectly. It feels like a Pixar story.
It does. That's the thing. It fits so well.
Right.
Like
I think probably most likely what happened was it was the type of thing where Joe was super dedicated to his stories. One night it occurred to him that there was a plot hole, and he laid in bed probably figuring out like, how would I make that work? Because we need these things to all line up, and this for that reason, and we had the cowboy crunchies, and like. He found a way.
Or he just had it in his mind, like, oh, it's not important to the actual plot. This is in my mind what's happening, though.
Right.
You know? It's just like...
But it just helped him write the story.
Yeah, it helped him write the story, whether it was revealed. And the thing is, no matter what, you know what? There's nothing on screen. There's no actual canon explanation one way or the other.
Right.
So, really, they can say it's not, but there's nothing confirming it. It's just what you want to believe or... what you think is a good story.
Well, yes. Toy Story before.
Until Toy Story before.
Yeah.
I so hope it's a prequel. Or I doubt it's like a dedicated prequel. I almost bet what happens is, because then you can't have Buzz if it's a dedicated prequel.
Which would be a problem. They would not do that.
They would do that, yeah. But I bet like the present day toys will be like somehow discovering like Woody's past or Andy's past or something.
Right.
Like
because
that.
somehow, some way, I feel like it will still have to... It will still have to revolve around that core story. Like I can't imagine it's a full-blown like tangent into a whole new direction.
Right, like we're already so much more emotionally invested into Andy than Bonnie, and it's just like, oh, if you can continue the Andy story,
right,
whilst also being owned by Bonnie, this is one way to do it.
Yes, yeah.
So
here's to hoping for that.
Yes, Toy Story before.
See
you there, 2019.
Yeah.
All right,
Reginald out.
Bye.